And we'll start with Anthony Chiang, Miami Hero. Go ahead.
Hey, Spo. How fun was it to watch performance like that from Vic, and just how far has he come in the past month or so since returning from injury?
It's interesting after the shoot around this morning. He and I talked about it just from that very first practice after All-Star break, where he was fully healthy and really had ramped things up already at that point for 3 weeks. But the comparison of where he was physically and mentally then to where he is now, it's just exponentially different and further along the road. And I just really respect and admire, how he's handled, this entire process. He's really been working diligently behind the scenes. His off days, just spending so much time getting treatment and working. After games, he's always the last one to leave. He's in the weight room and doing all that work. And, there's been a lot of guys that have had, injuries that might not be the exact same injury, but that would just push everything to the next season. And, he's made himself available, put himself out there to be vulnerable and just really giving into the team. And, I was really, happy for him that he was able to have a performance like this tonight. And we'll just keep on moving forward.
I know you dealt with a week like the one that's coming up last season, but you guys knew the opponent last year. You obviously won't know until Friday, but how do you approach a week like this? You have a lot of time off. You don't know the opponent, and you want guys to stay sharp, but you also want guys to rest and be.
Yeah. We'll take the next couple days just to recover and guys do treatment and take care of their bodies. And then we'll get back to work. That's the whole point of a regular season. You don't need to live in fear or panic. We've had 6 months to prepare for the playoffs, and whoever we're going to play in the Eastern Conference, that first round, we likely will have already played them 3 or 4 times. And we don't feel like we have to cram for a test. That's the whole point of all these experiences together. So we'll ramp it up, middle of the week, and we'll just make sure we're working on our habits, our rhythm. And then when we finally get the nod of who we're playing, we'll dial into the details of our specific opponent.
Thank you.
All right, up next, Ira Windeman, go ahead.
Erik, we found out about Bam just after we had spoken to you pregame. You were able to beat the clock by a day on your clock. Are you confident that he will be back for some pre-playoff camp with you guys before you open next Sunday?
Yeah, I don't have any other comment other than he's in the protocols right now. And then we'll move forward. We're very confident about our group in general.
And how much of a surprise was that he did travel with you guys and then to wind up with the result you did today?
I don't have any other comment. I know you're trying to fish for a little bit more information.
No, just curious.
That's it.
Okay. And then I know you can't in a moment like this sum up a season, nor do you need to when there's so much left, but in the entirety of what you've done for the first 82, sort of what's the feeling from the coaching suite about where this team stands tonight?
Yeah, we're all grateful that we were able to experience a regular season like this together. And we had a lot of eventful things, unpredictable events. It really brought this group closer together. And I love the fact that so many players and staff members had their fingerprints on a very successful regular season. And you don't want to devalue regular seasons,
Mm-hmm.
They're long, 6 months. So you want to be able to experience things together, and that can be the great wins. It can be the adversity. It could be the things that we had to learn and grow and get better from. But you don't want to just write regular seasons off and just say, hey, we're getting ready for the playoffs, when a lot of those things aren't guaranteed. And I think everybody approached it the right way with a great professionalism, a great cohesiveness, and a willingness to pour into it and give to the team and try to be part of something that's bigger than any one of us. And that makes it more gratifying. There are a lot of things that we grew and got better from because of the adversity or because of different guys in and out of the rotation. And hopefully that will make us stronger and better and more prepared for the playoffs.
And last one for me, Duncan was the only rotation player to play. The one thing about Duncan, there's always been availability. Third straight season, he's led you guys in games played. What does it say about him? And what were the thoughts about him being the lone rotation guy to appear tonight? Thank you.
Yeah, well, he gave us some minutes tonight, and so did Gabe. You know, they say with Duncan, like one of the best abilities is your availability, and that's been a consistent thing for Duncan, and that's a credit, you know, to everything he puts into his routine and his body and making himself available. And you know, these games are, you know, they're unpredictable at the end of the year. You don't know who's going to be available necessarily. You don't know who's going to be available on the other side. You know, so I'm just glad, you know, Duncan was available, able to give us some really good minutes, and he wanted to play. You know, just continue to work on his rhythm. Just like a lot of the guys want to play the other night, just so it's not an extended period of time off.
All right, Coach, we're good here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you all. See you soon.